The academic narrative around Rex is largely that the impacts should be judged based on the impacts or the effects on specific new projects. So there's this idea that you level the impact on a project relative to what would have happened without the wreck. That's the dominant view. And that position might make sense for the top 1% of buyers who are able to have a meaningful, tangible, unilateral effect on new projects. But the narrative that emerged from that work is if you don't clear that bar, you've essentially done nothing. And that may sound simplified, but there are plenty of examples I could point us all to where that is the conclusion that's drawn. It's binary. You either do bring a new project online unilaterally, or you essentially do nothing. And I was drawn to that because it just never felt right to me. It's a question of scale, and a maybe useful analogy is it wouldn't make sense for a big corporation to report the fact that one of its employees recycles at home. For all intents and purposes, that action does not matter at the level of the corporation, but it matters relative to the capabilities of that individual household. And there's something similar in this space where there's 99%, the long tail of voluntary buyers that rely on procurement practices like Rex. And those do have meaningful impacts relative to the capabilities of those buyers. And that's the narrative I've been trying to produce and counter into this space. And lately, I've been working with developers because I think they are the most authoritative source, and we should be listening to them if they are telling us that Rex matter.